It's an alien invasion, but we've only got letters to protect ourselves. So which one would you pick? Well, let's start out with what you shouldn't pick. Have you ever seen the animated film Monsters vs. Aliens? You know the one where in the beginning the president meets that UFO for the first time and tries to communicate with our extraterrestrial homies by playing a sick keyboard solo. Well, this is pretty much that. Gonna try and get down with the aliens using this funky H keyboard. Now, obviously, if you did watch that film, you know exactly what happened when he tried that, but if you didn't watch it, well, firstly, why not? But secondly, basically the alien gets all mad and starts breaking a load of stuff, trashing cities and all that. So the moral of this one is that it probably wouldn't work, even if you do play the alien's crazy frog. How ungrateful. Number 9. T. Okay, this is definitely also pretty slim chances of survival. Put it this way, I wouldn't want to be in this scenario. Anyway, all T is a very primitive pickaxe, probably not even diamond, more like a stone one. And the world's leaders have just announced to the entire Earth that the master plan they have come up with is to attack the aliens with brute force using these rubbish pickaxes like some undignified cavemen. Yeah, I know the real world has guns in it, but in this one, we only have T pickaxes, alright? And it pretty much goes exactly how you'd expect. You swing your pickaxe at one of the aliens and he isn't affected because of course that was just a hologram, but the aliens take that as confirmation that you want to go to war with them, and just like that, Earth is annihilated. Well done. Number 8. A. This is for if we want to get super defensive with our approach to being invaded, which, when you think about it, is a pretty good idea since we don't know the aliens' intentions yet. Basically, what you do is cover the entire planet with the spiky A shelters. Yeah, that's right, the whole planet. Should only take you an hour or two. Anyway, once you're finished, everyone basically lives their life like mole people, under the safety of the A's. Sure, it might get a bit miserable with no sunlight or real fresh air, but at least you're surviving. Number 7. O. Now, when you think classic alien signs, what do you think about? Oh, you need a minute? Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead. I'll wait. Okay, that's enough time. Now, if you were really smart, you probably figured out that O is the perfect crop circle. Now, this one does require a bit of pre-planning and preparation to be executed properly. Firstly, as a human race, we have to be able to spot the aliens coming first. Just get the world's most powerful telescope nerds on that task. Then, when we see the Martians pulling up, we go to where they plan to land and use O as our fake crop circle. So, when the Marsmen are just about to touch down, they'll see that this planet's actually already been explored, possibly by another UFO in their colony, and immediately abandon mission and head to the spacebar for a couple of IPAs. That's an acronym, by the way, for Interstellar Pale Ales. Okay, maybe I made that last part up, but you see where I was going with it. It'd work, okay? You just gotta believe. I believe. Number 6. U. This one is pure genius. Say the alien fellas are zooming towards us at speeds not even thought possible. Well, picture this. What if we have a massive U waiting for them where they try to land? I should state that this one actually relies on the aliens poorly maintaining their spacecraft and ignoring all the lights on the dashboard. If we're super lucky, one of those lights is the replace brake fluid symbol. Now, when they make their approach way too fast, they won't be able to brake in time and will slide into the first part of the U, but have so much momentum that they continue right around it until they get flung up back out into space. Kinda think of our U device as a massive half-pipe that even Tony Hawk himself couldn't handle. Number 5. X. Okay, this one's so far-fetched that even I'm questioning my logic with this one, but just hear me out, okay? Right, so X, that symbolizes a kiss in messages, right? Or, well, at least it used to before emojis took over, but that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Anyway, yeah, X, kisses. What we do is when the aliens touch down and disembark the space whip, we all hold out a bunch of X's to show we're down bad, and we want to rizz up the intergalactic huzz. Now, this is so stupid. Now, this can go one of two ways. Either they reject us like it's every relationship I've ever had, or the aliens like what they see and... yeah, I'm not going to animate what happens in that scenario. I don't think the world is ready to see that. Number 4. C. Let me ask you something. Are you unfortunate enough to know what a facehugger is? Because I am. But if you're lucky enough to not know, allow me to spoil that for you. The best way I can describe it is it's this weird crab/scorpion type creature which hugs your face and lays eggs. Yeah, let's not animate the actual process of that. But besides scarring you with that grotesque thought though, there is a reason I picked C for this one. If you do have an understandable fear of these gross facehuggers, you can wear the letter C over your face as a form of protective visor, so that should a facehugger try to do things, you can remain reassured that your entire face is off limits. Yeah, I'll take 20, please. Number 3. B. We all know what B stands for. It's a word universally understood and has brought the greatest foes into beautiful unison. I am, of course, talking about beer. It's so simple, yet it could be the one way to unite us with the aliens. Now, if the aliens are anything like Paul from the hit alien movie Paul, then we can count on them already knowing how to speak fluent English, and immediately after showing them the letter B, the alien automatically assumes you're talking about beer. So you offer to buy him one, or 10, and they really enjoy it. Just think of all the wonderful memories you're going to make together, just for them all to be wiped by him a moment later. Good times, I think. Number 2. J. J is a kind of Fast and Furious scenario in the way that it involves a car with a powerful engine and a completely unrealistic plan that miraculously works. Let's first define what J is in this scenario. Well, on its own it's not very good, but if we attach a rope to it, all of a sudden it becomes the perfect grappling hook. Now what we do is we get Vin Diesel in a 1970 Dodge Charger with the grappling hook and a firing mechanism attached to the back. Then, when the Martians touch down on Earth, hold your fire, don't do anything just yet. Wait until they disembark to look around first. Then, when they're just about to get back onto the ship to get out their guns or space lasers or whatever, Vin Diesel, hidden behind a berry bush, launches the grappling hook and yanks the UFO behind him at top speed. He drives it into the nearest volcano, handbrake turns, and releases the grappling hook, and the UFO is incinerated in the lava. Like I said, Fast and Furious plots, they tend to get a bit stupid. But then again, so are most of these videos. But anyway, now not only do the aliens not have an escape plan, we also can capture them and ask them all kinds of profound questions like, do they have chicken nuggets in the Andromeda Galaxy? This is important stuff. I need to know. Number 1. M. M is a very tactical and also kind of sad reality when you deep it. But basically what happens is before the aliens land, we stick a load of these M's up on high sticks to replicate a classic fast food chain. Now if you're wondering, okay, what is that going to do exactly? Well, we're not just putting up a few M's, we're putting up millions. Now, because the aliens did some basic research on Earth before they planned to destroy us all, they learned that that M means McDonald's, something that if consumed, say, more than 2 times a week, isn't good for you. They then come to Earth and see the amount of McDonald's there are, or at least think there are, and realise that as humans we're already doing a good enough job of destroying ourselves on our own, and they fly away. Like I said, this last one, it's just a scary reality check.